And now viewers, moving on to another breaking news. Photos of all the 7 Jaish terrorists which have been eliminated by the Indian Army in the last 326 days are out. On your screen, you can see the 7 Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists which have been eliminated by the Indian forces as the Trashy-1 operation still continues in Jammu and Kashmir. Those are the faces of terrorists which have been eliminated by the Indian Army. Remember, it's a joint operation which has been going on for the past 326 days. All 7 now eliminated from Jammu and Kashmir. These are the terrorists, Jaish terrorists, which in fact have been eliminated by the Indian Army in the last 326 days. Now remember, the threat in fact continues as the Trashy-1 operation also continues. My colleague Gursimran now joins me with more details on this. Gursimran, we just heard the army in a press briefing before mentioning how the Trashy-1 operation is continuing. 7 terrorists of Jaish-e-Mohammed have been eliminated and now the pictures are also out.
Yes, this entire group of Saifullah, those who used to call them Azrael, they have been neutralized in the operation Trashy-1. This operation was launched on 18th of January with the first contact being established. First kill came on 4th of February with Adil, one of the dreaded Jaish commanders. And yesterday it was in the area of Khatru where remaining 3 terrorists, including the topmost commander Saifullah, has also been neutralized. 7 of the Jaish top leadership has been wiped out, and with this killing of 3 terrorists, it also means that the top leadership of Jaish, and including all the terror commanders in the Kishtwar district, they have been wiped out. IG Jammu Zone Bhimsen Tuti, while speaking to Republic, has confirmed that the bases of the Jaish-e-Mohammed have been busted and their entire leadership is now a thing of the past. He said that the operations are continuing to eliminate their associates in the other districts of Jammu and Kashmir, but here, if we speak of Kishtwar, it is now Jaish-free.
Right. Gursimran, also, I've got a question, a follow-up question on this. Is the Operation Trashy-1 still underway? Is the threat that emanates from these terrorists coming from across the border still there?
Yes, you have rightly mentioned that 3 terrorists have been neutralized, and a major threat that was coming from across the border, that has also been neutralized. But now the major challenge continues to be their district. But right now, as we speak, the senior officials of the Jammu and Kashmir Police, including the IG Jammu Zone Bhimsen Tuti, along with the DIG DKR Sridhar Patil and SSP Kishtwar Naresh Singh, they are presently monitoring the situation on the ground. They have gone to the terror base where these terrorists were hiding, and they are now speaking to the teams that have carried out this operation. This operation was one of the toughest operations because it was involving the top commander of Jaish-e-Mohammed, Saifullah, being trapped in this very area. Saifullah was giving escape to the security forces. For the 17 times, he broke the cordon 17 times and escapes from the clutches of security forces. But this 17th one was his last, and this was the one where the security forces, especially J&K police, came all prepared. It was a pinpoint intel that was generated by the J&K police along with the intelligence bureau. And when this operation was started, the security forces saw that the terrorists have been trapped in an area where they had no other option but to actually fight with the security forces. It was never more than 10 bullets that they could fire before they got eliminated. And now 7 of the total Jaish commanders have been eliminated in last 326 days in Jammu region. And this entire group, known as the Azrael group, has completely been wiped out by the security forces.
Right. Gursimran, big win for the Indian forces comes after a rigorous operation spanning 326 days. Thank you, Gursimran, for joining us and giving us those details. Now, viewers, Republic also spoke to the IG of police, Bhimsen, on this Operation Trashy-1 and how these Jaish terrorists were eliminated. Take a listen.
देखिए, 2 कारणों से इसे हम बड़ी सफलता के रूप में देख सकते हैं। पहला तो यह ग्रुप काफ़ी बड़ा था, इसमें टोटल 7 टेररिस्ट थे, और दूसरा सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस को नुकसान पहुंचाने की टेंडेंसी जो है वो इस ग्रुप में काफ़ी ज़्यादा देखने को मिलती थी। तो यस, इन 2 कारणों से इसे हम बड़ी सफलता के रूप में आंक सकते हैं।
सर, ये ग्रुप जो है इजराइल के नाम से जाना जाता था, वो क्या इनका कोई आइडेंटिफिकेशन कोड था, क्या था?
ये अपने आप को इजराइल ग्रुप के रूप में पुकारना पसंद करते थे।
सर, इन 7 के आतंक के बाद ये कहा जाए कि जो जैश की टॉप लीडरशिप थी किश्तवाड़ में, वो पूरी तरह से वाइप आउट हो गई।
यस, किश्तवाड़ में इनका खात्मा हो गया है, बट बाकी डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में इनकी मौजूदगी अभी भी है।
सर, एक नंबर आया था, वो रफ नंबर 35 से 40 के करीब था। उसके बाद जम्मू कश्मीर पुलिस ने जॉइंट ऑपरेशंस किए, काफ़ी सक्सेसफुल ऑपरेशन, स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम कठुआ टू उधमपुर टू किश्तवाड़। उसके बाद ये नंबर मोटे मोटे तौर पर कहाँ तक हो सकता है जिस पर आप काम करें?
देखिए, नंबर को प्रिसाइज तरीके से फ्रीज करना थोड़ा मुश्किल है, बट इनका नंबर अभी हम लोगों ने 20 के करीब पेक कर रखा है।
तो सर ये दोनों तंजीमों से हैं, जैश और लश्कर?
यस, दोनों तंजीम को मिला करके जम्मू जोन के इलाके में।
सर लगातार कुछ इनपुट्स है कि पूंछ की तरफ बड़े मैसिव लेवल पर ऑपरेशंस हैं, वहाँ जैश और लश्कर इकट्ठे काम कर रहे हैं। क्या ऐसा जम्मू कश्मीर पुलिस के सामने भी आया कि अब जब पुलिस जो है डोमिनेट कर रही है तो आतंकी मिल रहे हैं दोनों तंजीमों के?
देखिए, ये सब टैक्टिकल लेवल की बातें हैं, तो मेरे हिसाब से इस पर बात करना उचित नहीं होगा, बट इतना ज़रूर है कि हम लोग अपनी कार्रवाई को लगातार चेंज करते रहते हैं। जैसे जैसे हमें इनपुट मिलती है, हमारी कार्रवाई करने का तरीका जो है वो भी बदलता रहता है।
सर आखिरी से एक सवाल रहेगा, संदेश क्या रहेगा आतंकियों के लिए?
यह भारत की भूमि है और इसमें आपने इलीगली इन्फिल्ट्रेट किया है, तो उसको खाली कराना हमारा कर्तव्य है, वो हम करा करके छोड़ेंगे।
You know, you see it as just a 2 days operation of 21st and 22nd, but the entire network here, the entire security forces that includes the army, the police, the CRPF and all the intelligences, we've been working for last months and months, and in the most difficult terrain, as you can see, in the most difficult weather, but our approach was relentless, that we did not stop, and we would always realign, reorient ourselves, redeploy ourselves, plan again, go to the ground again, come back again, plan again, prepare again, and launch again. And that's how this more than a year has passed, and I think this is a cumulative success of all those months, and not just for last few days or months.
How it feels like when you say that entire Jaish leadership in Kishtwar has been wiped out? How it feels?
I won't say the entire Jaish, but yes, the Saifullah group has been eliminated because there were 7 of them, and they were the fulcrum of the entire operations being run by Jaish in this entire area. So that group has been eliminated for sure, but the remnants of Jaish are still there in Doda district, Udhampur, Ramban, Riyasi. So they have been identified. We are pursuing operations there also, and I'm sure, inshallah, we'll see many more such successful operations, and they'll also be neutralized.
My last question will be, what will be your message to the enemy that is trying hard to push terrorists, and also those terrorists in hinterland trying to carry out more and more terror attacks?
Our vision, collective vision, is same, that anybody who's against the nation, who's the enemy of the nation, wherever he is, in whatever form he is, he'll be identified, targeted and neutralized.
And now we are shifting focus to developments coming to light from the United States. Now the US